Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 2. Last time we went and dealt with technical difficulties. One moment. Or I completely forgot that I'm supposed to use the D-pad for navigating menus and just thought there was technical difficulty when there wasn't. That also is a possibility. In any case, I'm gonna put off Iron Passage. We might come back to that, but I don't want to right now. There is a couple more things to do here, though. Actually, yeah, I've got to find the remaining Nishandra shards and smite them with much smiting. And there's one at the start. There's also, you know, now this is moving and doing stuff. But dealing with her comes first. You die now. You were going to die now anyway, but you die now extra. Extra die now. Oh, also, I remembered a thing. I forgot to come down here. Dexterity ring. It's like the strength ring, but for dexterity. There is also a faith ring and an intelligence ring, I think, but I'm pretty sure the faith ring, and I know the faith ring's in base game because I think you buy it from a certain somebody. But yeah, now that we've activated stuff, there's actually climbable ways to do a lot of this. And now we can get over here. Okay, you people. Baneful bird ring. That I don't remember. Huh. After Raim was an agile swordsman who served King Vendrick, but after resigning from his past, he reconsidered his way of life and was born again as a stalwart warrior. I guess if you're gonna tank stuff, that would be a great ring. Which I'm trying to resist resorting to tanking stuff, because that's what I really like to do. I do enjoy it, but I'm enjoying dodging stuff as well. Can I poison you? It would probably help if I power stance. I don't think they poison. I'm about to have a handful of them to deal with, and I'm going to jump cut to the next exploratory thing. I think I also forgot. No, is it not this one? Maybe it's the one up from here. I forgot that I think there's a thing if you walk around this ledge. Yep, here it is. No, I did get that thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm clearly crazy. Nobody listen to the crazy person. Oh, hello, sir. Thank you for not... I was gonna say thank you to the warp sword for not tracking with its swing, but then other guy appeared and set off the barred alarm. Whoa, hello fire. No jumping off. This is where I needed to get. One of the places I needed to get. I never came over here. Mundane stone. Stone of mundanity. Don't fall off! That happened. I don't remember what this door does. I remember what this door does. I'm not going that way right now. 2 reasons. One, the remaining piece of Nishandra is in there, and that's the healing one, and... you know, you saw what was in there with her. Oh, so this is how you get to the other side of that door that wouldn't open. Not what I was looking for. Oh, hello there. Not what I was looking for, but I will take it. This is that door that wouldn't open. And I'm brilliant. Ow. What's that glowing spot? Should that worry me? I do not know. And I think the other one walked into the fire. Oh, this is gonna be delightful. I want the item, but I will die trying to get it. I'm sure it's nothing worth the trouble. Okay. Simpleton's ring. Oh, that's where the invisible ring roll is. I mean, the invisible roll ring. A lot of people use it for PvP. It's not a bad ring. Possessed armor sword. Excuse me? That's a thing? That's a thing? Oh, scusa. Straight sword wielded by possessed armor has a heated blade imbued with fire. These suits of armor were once decorations until the black fog ruling the tower seized control of them. The black fog, you say? Sounds like humanity. Well, that's a interesting weapon. Anyway, moving forward. I'm gonna go backwards. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Saw the shadow of an axe. Going weird places. Well, hello there, Mr. Barrel. That's what I was afraid was about to happen. He got rid of the armor guy. Hey guys. Can you move? You're creating a barricade. You can do what you want now. I'm past you. I am beyond you all. Beyond you all. Ooh. Hello, fire. Hello, death, my old friend. I did not expect to see you again so soon. Death bloated. Oh, look. I'm back where I walked off a cliff. Backwards. I mean, I got there backwards. I didn't walk off the cliff backwards. Nope. Oh, hello, other friend, but I didn't know about. You go off the cliff, too. Off. Darn it. Fine, you could stay, but you die anyway. A Lloyd's talisman. All that floating shadow that's not connected to a shadow of terrain. That's a thing. But behind here, we have chests. And a hole in the ceiling. Couple of soul vessels. Another hole in the ceiling. Soul vessels. I guess that's if I was up there and I looked down, I could see the chests, and that would hint to me that this is here. Some old radiant life gems and a wilted dusk herb. And since I have infinite homeward bonings, that came out wrong. Since I can warp back to the bonfire infinitely, there's no point in me making the trek on foot. This is not the bonfire I need to be at. I need the foyer. Boy, that word's coming up a lot today. The foyer, or the foyer. And I hear you in the background grunting, whoever you are. But yes, I've got to ride this up. Up. Oh. Look, my feet clipped into the ground. It began moving before me. Run around here, run around here, run around here, here. Yes. 46,000 souls. Let's go over here and not be completely crazy. One common trick is to literally just ignore him, but you've got to open the door and do the other thing. And he has a very tiny aggro range. No. Open the door, open the door, open the door. Smelter Wedge! Smelter Wedge! I was gonna die anyway, but I really don't understand why turning around makes you move backwards. I mean, I know why programmatically. It's because the central axis of the player model is not 100% centered, so you actually change position slightly as you rotate. But I got the wedge, and now I can kill him, you know, without him constantly healing. I see how it is. Get down here. Oh, now come on. Here. No, whatever, I don't care. If that wasn't so hilarious, I wouldn't keep that clip. If you can't tell, me and areas with elevators and moving platforms often lead to a lot of stupid deaths, just because, you know, I want the platform to hurry up. Yay, a 0 soul bloodstain, just what everybody wanted for Christmas. That's an example of when I should have worn the life protection ring, because it would have cost me less souls than I lost to repair it. But these are things you learn in hindsight. He's actually a lot easier to fight than I thought I remembered. Huh. I guess I overestimated them because of their size. And one of us is gonna die here. This door I need because it's where the Nashandra is. Nadalia, sorry, not Nashandra. There is a Nashandra, but that ain't her. Oh. I think I got all the pieces. Nadalia is no more. True soul of Nadalia acquired. Okay. Soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash, who renounced her flesh and wandered Broom Tower. In the act of dancing, the Bride of Ash was transfigured as smoke, enticing people to her residence. And so her seat of power came to be known as Broom Tower. The wondrous soul of this augur of solitude can be used to acquire numerous souls, or to create something of great worth. Basically boss weapon, item, or use it for souls. And a life ring +3. That's a pretty good find. Yeah, it's exactly what I want. Thank you, game, because clearly what I want is to play with the door. Really? Okay. Rate that message. I accidentally walk off Titanite slabs and chunks, and I walk off the cliff by accident. Okay, seriously. Enough with the doors! Just gonna open them all and go about my business. I'm kind of surprised that one of them didn't have an enemy behind it. I will be honest with you on that point. Titanite shard. Petrified something. And a +7 broadsword. All good finds. Yeah, you step forward when you use the Falcon swing, so yeah, you really have to be careful with that one. But yes, that appears to be generally everything to be done here. We have 2 areas remaining, neither of which is going to be fun for me, but in the desire to do them in a different order than I normally do them, I'm actually doing them backwards. I know where we must go next. Jump cut!
I knew.
Time to upgrade the claw. Yay, 2 + 10 claws.
I'll be around.
It's just what I needed to be trusted with. 2 + 10 poison bleeding claws of death and doom. Also, I remembered the key I need. I need the forgotten key. Antiquated key, maybe? I think it's the one that the giants dropped. Those 2 giants under Black Gulch. Which I remember fighting, so if I didn't, then I'm having really bad deja vu instances. But we came to this door earlier. Oh, good gracious. I'd really rather not die again to something like that today. I think that opens this door. Yes! That means I can open the other doors like this, can't I? Treasure. Be wary of excuse me? That ain't a mimic. And you're glowing very bright. Dragon Talon. That is not a mimic. If it is, it's breaking all the rules of mimics. Great Lightning Spear. Trying to lie to me. The Witch Tree Branch and Witch Tree Belvine are more hex-aligned sorcery and miracle catalysts. Oh, actually, it looks like it's got pretty decent for both. Huh. Yeah, same scaling for both. Well, what am I thinking? Not a proper catalyst. It is quite powerful. Miracles and hexes, sorceries and hexes. Huh. I don't know. There was something unique about it, I thought. But yes, the Dragon Talon is the key we need. Which will make sense once we get there. Once we get all the way there. All the way to the bottom of there. Which I think... is at the back of here. Yeah, it's gotta be at the back of here. It is a Le Poison Shrine. I hear heartbeats. I hear heartbeats! And it's not the cute little heartbeats from Slime Rancher that are harmless. Also, if you have enough, you know, fire defense, you can... or just jump over it. That's the plan, too. Moving on. That reminds me, there's those, there were some items in the lava I don't remember if I went back to get in Dark Souls 1 playthrough. Oh well. It is dark down here. But yes, Poison Shrine. Ah. And now that I know I can read these things, forbidden is the path to the ancient king's domain. Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch. With water dry and path amiss, woeful temptation is dismissed. The city of the sunken king sleeps, as does the dragon within. Dragon Talon. There you go. That answers that. The Dragon Talon is going to eat me. I'm really glad they fixed the problems with that said entity, but I'm not going to tell you what the problems are until we get there. And this is as far as you can get without the key, as with any of the others, even without the DLC, which, if you have Scholar version, you automatically have it. But you could come this far, but it would, you know, wouldn't have the door, and there would typically be messages all around the door that people would leave that would say, like, money bags required. Or too expensive, I think, is one. Well, I'm not in that exact word. It's actually a different phrase, but since that's a word that's outside my vocabulary, I can't. But anyway, yes, the City of the Sunken King, or the Sunken King DLC, or the Sunken Crown DLC, as I think actually the title. Which is not underwater, as one might surmise from the name. That is the sound of a sleeping dragon, though. Oh, Sin, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere. Shulva, Sanctum City. There you are. Yes, that is Sin, the slumbering dragon. He has a spear sticking through him. And he is not happy to see us. We have disrupted his slumber. Ooh, yeah, that spear went all the way through him. That or he met with Goff long ago and the arrow went through him. Sorry about that. I appreciate they're trying, you know, he's trying not to come in here while I'm recording, but it's like he'll open the door and then just stand there and stare at me. Okay, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, then I can't talk because I'm staring and back and trying to figure out what on earth. But he's trying, so yeah, we're working on that. Ooh, yes, also, for obvious reasons, they're gonna have a lot of the same problems that, well, a lot of the same traits that the Iron King enemies have, being hard to stagger. They're gonna have a gimmick of some variety. Which, I believe, well actually I remember is poison, so my I hear skittering. My claws are going to not be the best thing here. It's really kind of ironic. I finally start using the claws, and then all the remaining enemies are either unbleedable or poisonable. And that's how you get rid of nuisances. You throw a building at them. That one's going to get to me first. Or not. He's just going to prematurely leap attack for no reason. Unstaggerable Goomba. I don't have the stone ring on for one. Why do I not have the stone ring on? Oh, that's right, because we were fighting a boss. And stone ring plus boss is just kind of pointless. Come on, Goober. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm just not doing enough damage. And they're unpoisonable anyway. But fun fact, since I dropped my strength, I can't power stance the Falchion anymore. Yeah, you're gonna just want to find these, smack them, and go about your business. Some of them you'll want to ride back down for items. Sanctum mace, not bad. I'd love to get a hold of Sanctum Soldier gauntlets. So I may go back to wearing the Jester's cap for a little while. Until they give me what I come here for. He has a sword. Sir, we have established that you are not shooting me. Your friend there gets a free shot, but you don't. You are too short for this ride. Moving on. Not wasting more Estases. You also want to go ahead and lower those back so that when you return to the area you can use them as a free, you know, get rid of the enemy thing. That's what I was looking for right there. Holy model stretch. That made the whole thing worthwhile. I thought I had a shield out, but okay. Longbow plus 7, which is basically there to tell you, hey, knucklehead, you can get up from here. If I remember where the spot is. I can't remember. But I can't jump up from here, so it's gotta be... Ooh, hello there. I was kind of busy, but I was gonna jump down onto my head. Maybe it's in the middle? Okay, this is a little bit ridiculous, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I need to look down. Nope. I could have swore there was one of those pillars down here for me to, you know, just casually shoot. There's a set of feet. If I ever happen to run out of those. Well... I don't know about you, but I'm not standing here all day trying to find that. So, I'm gonna stop sitting on my foot and go back to the bonfire. Which the enemies have respawned, so I may as well, you know, rest at the bonfire. There are multiple kind of theories on why why using the homeward bone respawns enemies. One theory is that so people using no bonfire plays can still use the homeward bones to respawn enemies, which makes sense. As much sense as people playing a no bonfire run makes, but I'm kidding. I know it's a challenge thing. Different people enjoy different things, and I have no mockery towards those that, you know, really enjoy that type of challenge. I just am not one of those people. But I am glad that it's offered. And I am glad that the item you get for doing a no bonfire run is both functional without being, you know, anything too outlandishly overpowered. Sanctum Soldier Gauntlet. Gauntlets are corroded by poison of the slumbering dragon, making it difficult to discern their original shape. Plus 50 poison build-up on weapons, so you combine that with the rat ring and you've got, you know, plus 100 poison build-up. There's also a gauntlet that does that for bleed. I found out they're called Suspicious Shadows, but those... Why is that area glowing? I'll get it in a second. The enemies that drop down from the ceiling and kind of berserk with the claws, those guys are called Suspicious Shadows. They have a gauntlet that does plus 50 bleed build-up. And since both build-up boosting items of that type are gloves, you cannot, you know, do both poison and bleed. And of course, it only adds 50 to items that already have some bleed build-up, so you can't, you know, turn every weapon poisonous or every weapon bleedless. Okay, you, sir, die. You die extra. You were gonna die anyway, but you get to die extra. Okay, anyway, what I was gonna... That's not the one I was aiming for. Did I stop and shoot it? Maybe I did. No, I didn't. Anyway. You can also shoot them. I see you. Boop. Oh, hello there. So that created a platform I can get to there with. Wait, can I power stance the... No, I don't have the strength. It's the warped sword itself that's, Yeah, he's up on the roof now. He's trying to figure out how to get to me. He's gonna jump down here. He's just gonna, like, you know, forget it. I'm coming down here. Lance! And that's an example of why lances are often considered hard to use in PvP, because you leave yourself wide open if you miss with that. I guess we're coming in here. Did not expect all the skittering noise. Well, that was the most useful journey ever. Poison bite +1. That is actually very good. I will accept that. And this time I'm going to jump on the roof of the building as it sinks into the terrain. Misfortune? How is this misfortune? Oh, that's right. That's how you actually get down here. And there's that. There are lots of raisable, lowerable building pieces in the area. And there's a lot of these guys either slumbering or just generally in hiding. So you do want to be careful not to ignore them and get ganged up on. Ah, now I remember the source that... I will deal with you shortly, sir. Also, corrosion inside of egg sacs. You don't want to needlessly break those when nearby. Also, they can release a corrosive mist, too. So just generally not a critter you want to mess too much with without some planning. Yep, there it is. Corrosion mist. And now he'll just exude that for a bit. While completely not attacking me, apparently. Good plan, critter. Just completely leave yourself wide open while I figure out how to one-shot you. And that leads me right back up here. So, that's a loop. We have found a loop-de-loop. And there is something to be done here, too. This one's in reverse, though. I remember it, because last time it took me forever to find it. Also, be careful about jumping before it reaches its top, because momentum does carry, and you can do horrible things. That was one of the horrible things, but it goes much worse if you jump while you're going up and you just go and completely overshoot the entire island. Jump before you reach the edge. That's the key there. But you've got to jump early enough to still not roll off the edge. Ow. I ain't dealing with y'all. I'm busy. Okay, there we go. Dark quartz ring +3. There's a texture issue right there. It seems I can see through it. Oh well, that's enough of that. The amount of poison buildup on their arrows is kind of negligible, really. I mean, compared to the Blighttown dart shooters that took 2 shots to toxify. Okay, now I think there is still something to be said for going down this one. Oh, that leads back to the other one. Aha! And what exactly did... Okay, that lowered that one. Oh joy, that was the most useful thing ever. Okay, well, let's take it from the top. Two-handing it stagger locks them quite readily. They should have known better. They stopped and Estus in the middle of a fight, just like I used to do. Making a joke. But anyway, and that leads us back down to here where we've been. Okay, you're not messing with me no more. I can stagger lock you. I see you, Mr. Lancer. You're coming to me. Even if I didn't dodge you at all. Poison moss. And a floating message. Yeah, that takes guts, alright, to try to land there. Just to leave a message and be a show-off. Crazy, crazy people. And there are some hiding inside of these buildings, so you do want to be a little cautious. Ow. You I'm coming for. And then I remembered you're a friend there. And then I'm going the other way. Bye-bye. That was a fun nope moment. No benefit for two-handed backstab. I knew you were on your way, but I got your friend first. You can't touch me. I was running towards you. You didn't pull out your weapon until I got right up in your face. That is not a smart self-preservation tactic. If you know the enemy's coming to close combat, you might want to get ready. So that should open the other little piece right there that lets me walk across. I mean, I could jump across anyway, but since there were two of them, would have been a risky push. And that one extends that, which lets me go over there. There's also an interesting enemy to be introduced to here. Yes, it is a cluster of statues riding on the back of a lizard. Annoyingly. But I'm gonna go this way. Because I want to deal with the passageway we just opened up. And this is kind of a one-way, so be very careful. I don't know what these things are and why they have infested this place, but boy is there a lot of them. So they two-shot either way. And that one took thee! Hello. Oh, hello. There are more of you than I thought. Oh, that's right. Wearing the, I wore the Ash Knuckle ring before. I mean, Bracing Knuckle ring. They're both knuckle rings, made by knuckleheads. Regret. Sniper spot. And Elizabeth Mushroom. But yes, you can go ahead and activate a lot of these things from here. Didn't I shoot both of those? Okay, if I figure out which one of you is shooting at me... Aha. When I get down there, you die. But yes, now we're back over here. And I'm gonna go this way. Where I'm going to make sure he doesn't get up. Ever. I still don't like that that can stagger me. That just... I know it's a game mechanic, but it just doesn't feel reasonable for a little glob to be that staggering. No, 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 no. I remember this. Aha! No matter which way you look, you get ambushed by one behind you from the other way. Sir, your aim is worse than mine. I don't know. There's just not a cure for that. Phantom. No, I do not want to deal with a phantom. I think it's this one. No, it is not. Maybe that one? Well, hello, item that I will never get. Okay, you go back down so that I can raise the other one. Oh, so I recognize that. There's a body. Okay. Shoot that. Now shoot that. And I'm not going down there right now because that leads to pain. And pain is not on the menu at the moment. This is where I need to go. He is in a hurry to die. Really, backstabbing him was a slower death than getting rid of him normally. Also, be careful of hole. Oh no, that's not a death hole. Don't think a plunging attack is going to help me at that juncture, but... Dried root. Oh, that's where that... the two doing the ambush would have been at. So yeah, plunging attack would have been good advice. Had he not already been dead. Found a new target for my death list, and there are a few of them hiding like that. Wow. That arrow still hit me. I didn't even see what item I picked up. I was so busy staring and waiting for arrows. And yep, if you ran up there, you would get caught by that guy. Once I get rid of them, I will figure out which switch I need to hit. If you're gonna use the Lance Rush, make sure you're gonna hit the target. spiderweb started me. Okay, so there's one there. That's the one I shot earlier. There's an item down there. And there's one of those lizards in there. Okay, I don't think I got all of them. If you're not a bow user, you're kind of in trouble here. Okay, so I need to hit that one. I didn't know which one would raise and which one would lower, so hitting them both was faster. Especially since the first one I hit was the wrong one anyway, so... As long as it doesn't shoot me, we're good. But if you hit all the switches, you create a bridge. A bridge to a bonfire. Which is very much beneficial. Oh, so beneficial. Very beneficial, you see. And then you can kind of drop from here to here, and it just makes a nice shortcut. You do have to worry about Goomba over here. Who's gonna let me backstab him? Just for perfect... Just... I almost rolled, which probably would have led me off the ledge. Haha. And there should be a phantom down here. Oh, Ferntom, where be you? Okay, so that's not... There are some that you have to actually hit switch mechanisms. That's the only time you get that help. Every subsequent trial through there, you have to deal with those guys. And I'm gonna get invaded at some point. Focus souls. I don't remember that spell. Now I really want to stop and look at that spell. Fires a focused beam of souls. Oh yeah, the development of sorceries was stunted in Shulva, and they were considered taboo. Even so, there were some occasional gems created by a group of nameless enthusiasts. I thought there was an invader right here. That worries me. There was supposed to be an invader back there. And now the real trial begins. Those are not friendly Milfanid. Oh crud, I just remembered the other gimmick of this place. Okay, first, these switches. You can smack them to get them to open doors and do stuff. Some of them are on the ceiling and floor, so even if you don't use bows, you're gonna want to get used to using a bow here. Second, that guy's not a phantom. He is invincible, though, until you destroy the suit of armor that he is bound to. So, again, if you use a bow, you don't have to run in there and, you know, try to down them solo. I am going to try to get his attention, though, because there's, you know, more than one guy in there, and I don't want to deal with both of them. They're kind of the elite Shulva Sanctum people. Did I just stagger him? Like, the backstab didn't kill... I mean, the It didn't backstab him, it just kind of staggered him. Oh, there, that time it worked. Yeah, that's an obvious pain. And he's poisonable. Weapon ahead. Lots of treasure chests in this room. None are mimics as far as I remember. Famous last words, I know. A Titanite slarb. A schlarb. Slarbs are not to be confused with slabs, of course. Old growth bomb. I really do like the gimmick of, you know, the unkillable enemy that you have to find their armor to, you know, make that doable. There's a bunch of them. Katarina helmet! Yes, I kind of remembered it was there. Still, Katarina helmet! Where's the rest of the Katarina armor, though? Where is it? Good gracious. I have a lot of Elan helmets. I am an onion. Fear the onion. Roar, says the onion. Wasn't trying to take it off. Odd helmet shaped like an onion. Helmet appears absurd, but its multifaceted construction is in fact quite practical as it effectively deflects physical attacks. The old tales speak of brave Katarina knights wearing this helmet as they rushed courageously into battle. But since I'm currently still below 25%, I'd rather stay there. There's also another thing in here you've got to be wary of. You see that guy? He's got a green cloud around him. You get poisoned just by being near him. There's another one to the left. I just made a horrible mistake. I don't want to deal with two of them at once! Can one of you de-aggro or something? Ow. No, I want to heal. I want to heal some more. And he's back there doing the same thing, isn't he? But yes, the green cloud ones do that, and their weapon has more poison build up on it than the other non-green cloud ones. And the poison buildup still happens even while you're in mid-backstab, so just bear that in mind. Also, it appears that even if you're in the invincibility stage of backstab animation, that you still take build-up damage from weapons. An arrow went through me while I was backstabbing and I took no damage, but I still saw poison buildup go up. Just getting rid of these guys up here. If you go into the lower area, then they'll all jump down there with you. That is not a mimic. Ew, but it is a trap. Did I? There was no item in there either. A green lancer, and I didn't step on the plate. I thought that was the plate. Oh, that's the plate. 7 arrows. Sheesh. I don't want to deal with her. Oh dear, I made the same mistake I usually do. I forgot that staircase is one way. There we go. Problem solved. She's a hexer. You know, obviously. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. They're kind of bound in place, though. I'm just doing horribly here. Oh, yeah, I forgot when they die, they release a poison mist. I'm not doing very well here. Step on the button, it rotates again. Step on the button, it rotates again. And now he can still kind of shoot. But, whoa, thought I saw something. He can still shoot, but that gets him out of my hair and leaves the passage open. Because it'll stay open. The fact that they literally just copy-pasted the Milfancho's song is weird to me. Oh, darn it. I always forget that one. Not going that way yet. That way is death. Don't want to go this way. Let's just say there's a lot of them, and not a lot of me. Hey, I can fire 5 now. That's one less. Attack! Darn it! This is why I always say to be sure you have the correct active item set up, because the time it took me to get from the life stone, soul stone to that is what got me killed. Okay, well there's a bunch of rings sorted out. It turns out I do not have a ring of soul protection. In any case, though... Oh! Great. Just what I needed. A forlorn. This is the only really reasonable spot I can fight at right now. Haha! Thank you. Now I gotta deal with Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Or I can deal with Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That makes logic. I mean, it does make logic. They're right next to each other. They obviously saw me shoot at them. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is where we're going now, apparently. I figured I should stop just to be sure they weren't still following me. And guess what? They were! One of them was. I guess that was Tweedledum. Okay, now what you should do here is jump over the hole, but as I have a rather hefty bloodstain just sitting down there... There we go. Okay. Now that they are dealt with, they drop golden fruit balm for some reason. Now you're gonna be annoying. And now you're gonna be dead. And I knocked you out of the air. Money bags required ahead? I don't understand. I'm rating it because the confusion made me laugh a little bit. Illusory wall. Lies. I still hear skittering. I wanted to read the message. Ring ahead. Well, now I want to know what kind of ring you have for me. I kind of half expected it to be Flynn's ring. Flynn's ring. I don't remember Flynn's ring. Oh, that's right. The less equipment load you have, the more attack damage you have. I forget exactly where, you know, how much you have to have it. How low your equip has to be for, gaining a benefit. See, as I am now, I'd gain, you know, 4 damage. But let's say I took off that. Still 4 damage. I'm not going to question that for now. And where is my warp sword? There we go. And that puts us back up here. Jump! Okay, for one, there's a switch at the very end there. And 2, there's a switch in this hole. Both intentionally in only bow range. Not sure how I feel about the, being... I know why the poison buildup continues while you're in backstab animation, because it makes logical sense you're still within range. Also, this. This is not a place to be messed with. Yep. I love just the way that trap looks. You picked a brilliant place to Estus, just so you know. Okay, and this is what shooting that distant one opened, and this is where you get... the puzzle sword. The thing that I pointed out that the invader at Iron Keep was using against me, which was weird because it's a DLC weapon. It's like, you know, it's a pretty good weapon, but its specialty is the fact that it's made out of magnets, and it has, you know, the whip stab. Wow. Could I keep doing that? Let's try it. Oh, there's a delay. But yes, it's not a bad weapon by any means. It scales really well. Not one I've ever used. And again, the warp sword is something I've never used either. Boltstone and bleedstone. You're not a mimic, are you? Good. I'm in no mood for mimicry. And 3 more petrified dragon bones. I guess it makes sense. This is gonna be a place with a lot of those. That would have been kind of a funny way to die. Just walk right into it by accident. And there's nothing down here if memory serves. I mean, just the switch. But we already know that's there, so... Well, we've already dealt with it. Otherwise, you'd get there and there's the 2 treasure chests, and you wouldn't realize there is a 3rd one. And since that has been dealt with... See, this way is something I'm not going to mess with right now because, well, honestly, there is a lot of shenaniganry going on here. I can hit that switch, though. Don't remember what that switch does at this juncture, but I know I can hit it. If I go through there, I climb up a ladder, I end up there. In that room, there is a shortcut that I can open, because I clearly meant to waste an arrow. But I'm likely going to die trying to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.